I'm back and I want to talk to you about the DC Planner Journal Con. Hey there, it's Elisa, but of course you can call me Ellie. So just when I was starting to get a little bit consistent with uploading, I ended up going on a bit of a hiatus. Whoops! I ended up getting really busy and then I ended up getting really depressed and then I got really sick with the flu, which is why my voice is sounding even more nasally than normal. It's been like a month and I'm still But anyway, back in April, when my life was still normal, I went to the DC Planner Journal Con for the first time. And because this year I'm really trying to loop you all in on what my life currently is and not just catching up like a few years later, I wanted to tell you a little bit about my experience there. It's been a few months, but it's still kind of relevant, like it happened this year, right? I do want to do a little bit of memory keeping about it in my planner as well, but that'll be in a later video, hopefully in the near-ish future. But for now, I just kind of want to cover what the DC Planner Con is and why I went, and maybe even show you some of the cool stuff that I got there. Okay, so on April 27th, 2024, I went to the second annual DC Planner Journal Con. So yes, this is an annual event, but it's still pretty new. So I was considering going to Go Wild again this year, which is one of the big planner conferences, but I wasn't too sure about like the travel and the money, and a lot of the conversations about Go Wild, I was seeing stuff pop up about this DC Planner Journal Con, and I was like, hey, what's the DC Planner Journal Con? And then the rest was history. It was cheaper, it's a shorter event, it's closer to home, so I didn't have to fly anywhere. So I figured, hey, might as well try it out. Plus, there was a couple other people that I knew that were going as well, so it seemed like a no-brainer. So what exactly is the DC Planner Journal Con? I'm so glad you asked. According to the DC Planner Journal Con website, planner and journal enthusiasts from all over the country come together, have fun, and celebrate all things planner and journal. So it's going to be attracting similar people to Go Wild. People that love paper crafting, people who love planners, people who love journals, people who just love to organize things and create things and express things on paper, physical paper, or digital planners and journalers. I'm not forgetting about you. You go to this event and there's tables everywhere that are sponsored by certain shops, so you get some little goodies while you're there. You can swap goodies with other people at your table, and then there's speakers there that are kind of talking about planners and stuff, but also talking about just regular things that appeal to the very specific audience who are creative enough to find the need to express themselves in something as simple as a journal or a planner, but who are like organized or type A enough to feel the need to use something like a planner or a journal. Now, this was just a one-day event, which is shorter than Go Wild, which is usually 2 days. One thing that was different about the DC Planner Journal Con that I actually really liked was that there were vendors everywhere, small shops that you could buy really cool things from, who were selling everything from stickers to pins, custom pens, custom artwork. There was even someone there that was like hand painting journals and planners and stuff while we were there, and there were opportunities throughout the entire day to buy from those vendors. At Go Wild, there's a couple of booths where you can buy a few things, but definitely not to the extent that it was at the DC Planner Journal Con. So I thought that was really cool. And I did like that it was just one day, although I think they said that next year it's going to be a 2-day event, but I am definitely an introvert, borderline hermit, maybe not so borderline. And so being with that many people for that long can be really exhausting for me. So having this smaller event was actually really nice for me. And I ended up hanging out with a bigger group for a majority of the time while I was there. I already had 3 friends that I was going with, and then a couple of those friends had like a bigger group that they knew, and so I was kind of like adopted into their larger group, and I was really surprised at how okay that was. I felt strangely comfortable with that large of a group, which is very not normal for me. That probably says more about the people that I was with than the event itself, but it did contribute to me having a really good time over that weekend. Now, I will say that every event has its hiccups, and this was only the second year that the DC Planner Journal Con was a thing. And you could tell it was a newer event. It just didn't run as smoothly as something that's been going on for years and years and years that has multiple event planning professionals working together. So like, for example, there were not enough seats at the DC Planner Journal Con to accommodate everybody that was there. Not everybody who had a ticket had a place to sit. And so that caused some issues. We were already at capacity for the room. Legally, for fire code reasons, they couldn't bring in more tables. I don't really know what the final solution ended up looking like. I think some people ended up giving up their seats and then swapping spots. Not cool. That's really not a good situation. I understand things happen and it was not done intentionally, but I also don't want to sugarcoat the fact that this was a legitimate issue. Also, the communication, there was a ticket holder Facebook group and it was helpful at times, but I feel like I showed up to the event with a lot more questions than maybe I should have had. I do know that there was a weekly live stream and I went to one of those, but it wasn't really what I was looking for. And so I ended up not watching any of the other live streams. So it could very well be that they shared a lot of event information on those live streams. And because I didn't attend those live streams or watch them later, I missed out on that information. But I would have preferred to not have to rely on that kind of communication to get information like what the schedule is, specific location information. And it was just like little stuff like that. It wasn't anything that ruined the event, but it just felt like there was a lot of miscommunications or just where there wasn't communication where I would have felt more comfortable if there was. And even the itinerary itself, we didn't get a broken down itinerary until the Monday before the event, which was on a Saturday. So less than a week ahead of time, which made it really hard to plan the weekend. Although I will say that Go Wild seems to have a similar problem. They seem to be a little bit better about that this year based off of what I've seen on social media from other people who actually went to Go Wild in Dallas this year. So for that, I'm not going to put it on this event specifically. I think it's like a whole industry problem. I don't plan events, so I know that I don't know anything. I just feel like if there's one type of event that should be able to give a detailed itinerary and location map of the event way far ahead of time, it should be a planner conference, right? I know this is starting to sound like a negative review kind of situation, and I don't mean for that to be the case. I'm just trying to be transparent about what my experience was. I know that other people had other experiences. Some people had an even better time, and there were some people that I do know who maybe didn't have as good of a time as I did. But for me, overall, it was a good time. I don't regret it at all. I'm glad that I went. But with all that being said, I'm sure that you're thinking, how much was it? The total cost for this year's event, 2024, was $225. Now, I believe that is a $200 ticket and $25 for the t-shirt and the complimentary tote bag that we got. The price is definitely one of the reasons why I did this instead of Go Wild this year. And then the hotel that we stayed at the Marriott Bonvoy in Washington, DC, that is connected to the conference center there. 3 nights for 2 of us adults who shared the room. It was $1,405.31 total for our stay. Now, adding to that cost, I did pay for valet, which I think was like $69 per day, something like that. So that did increase the overall cost of the weekend. I found it worth it. But speaking of things that you have to pay for, I do want to show you some of the cool stuff that I got at the event, kind of like a little haul situation. We did get a ton of free stuff, and then there was some extra stuff that I actually purchased with money while I was there too. So let's take a look at that. So I wasn't really sure how to show all this, but I think we're just gonna kind of take it a little bit at a time. No sense on organizing it all. So first I want to show you the official goodies that we got. We got this cute little tote bag that has gotten super wrinkled. All of this stuff has been packed away in a little box for like 2 months now, so it's a little crinkled. And then we got our little badge. I don't actually know what all is in here. I'm assuming that this is an artist that was affiliated with the event, but I don't really know actually. What was in here? So we have like a little card for the actual event. This was like their official graphic. For anybody that's in the area, I guess there's a little thingy on August 3rd. Oh, is this something else? That's fun. And then this is this. So those are the QR codes if you're interested. And then this badge is what we were supposed to wear to get into the event. Honestly, I don't know if anybody was actually checking the badges. And I wonder if people actually like snuck in and that's how we had like the seating issue. I don't know, maybe. That's just guessing though. I have no reason to believe that though, other than that's what my brain just made up. So take that with a grain of salt. Oh, and then we got these little buttons that have a QR code, it looks like, on the back that I haven't actually checked, but I'm guessing this is like the website or Instagram. And then we did get t-shirts. So I was already wearing this. So this is what it looks like close up. This is like the logo. I guess they're gonna have a thing where like Hello Kitty is in front of a different monument or something for each year. So like each year is gonna have Hello Kitty, but she'll be like with a different part of DC. And then my t-shirt did have this team listed on the back, so I don't know if they accidentally gave me this, because I think this is what the volunteers were supposed to wear, or maybe everybody just had these, and I don't know if that was intentional or not. I don't know. Ooh, my nails are like the exact same color of this t-shirt. Wow, I actually did not do that on purpose. Huh, cool. Anyway, so this was like our official DC Planner Journal Con swag that we got along with the tickets. I think there was an option to get the tickets without the bag and the t-shirt, but the bag and the t-shirt were like an extra, like, I don't know, like $30 or something. So, and then there was a lot of like swag drops and stuff throughout the day, where sometimes they would give out like whole huge things to everybody, or just like a couple pens or something. And one of the things that we got was this big bag. And then there was a couple things from this company in here, but honestly, this was a really nice big bag. And so I ended up just throwing a lot of things that we got in here. So I don't actually remember how much of this stuff actually came in this bag and like what we got separately, but you just try to keep an eye out. If it has this logo on it, it came in this bag, and then everything else was just other stuff that we got throughout the event, but it all was provided for free at the event. Okay, so first of all, I'm pretty sure that this was not originally in this bag. I don't know what this is, but it's fun. What is this? I am so confused. What is this? Whoa. What? It's like you have to twist it. Oh, so it's like a little tube thing for storage. Okay, interesting. Okay, and then it has this little wrist strappy thing. That's really nice. I might end up using this to store some of the smaller goodies that I got at the event. That's really cool. I don't know where it came from. Crafters Square. I've never seen anything like this. All right, what else do we have in here? Oh, we got this Kate Spade Clinique bag. I'm pretty sure I didn't add anything in here, so it came with all of this stuff. So it must have been sponsored by Michelle. Cool. Okay. Ooh, I've actually been meaning to try something like this. I'm always looking for a good way to pull my hair back that won't cause like extra damage to my hair, so that's really nice. Oh, just some little makeup sponges. And don't know what that is. Lip balm. I am like so out of the loop with like beauty and self-care products, so if you recognize any of these brands, let me know. Oh, this is like a little, you know what? This is actually really nice. I used to have a really nice little compact mirror, and it was rose gold, and it had beautiful artwork of Disney princesses on it, and now I can't find it, and now I don't have a little mirror. So this is actually super nice, and I like the message on here. Sometimes you forget you're beautiful, so this is your reminder. That's really nice. On the, oh my gosh. This is so cute. I've never seen a little emery board this small. That's so cute. Oh my gosh. Ooh, and it matches. Okay, I see. I see. There was like a color theme going on here. Okay. And then, I don't know what this is. Guys, all this stuff has literally been like in a box for like weeks and weeks. What is body yogurt? Well, I like yogurt and I like keeping my body moisturized. So comment down below if you've ever heard of this, or even just like body yogurt in general. It's probably like a completely normal thing. I'm just like dumb. Well, cool. Well, thanks, Michelle. This is actually really nice. Do you agree, Minerva? Okay. Are you helping now, Minerva? You can't really see, but she is like all up in my space. Here's a couple other things. We got these pins. I think this was like a little mini swag drop. I don't know if this was done by like a specific shop there, maybe. There's no information on it, but it looks cool. I probably should have drank this. I know that I was trying not to drink too much liquid. I didn't want to have to like get up and pee in the middle of it, but at the same time I was really thirsty, so I probably should have drank that. There was somebody at the front that was just like handing out pen gem pens to everybody that walked in. And then I found this like floating around in my box, and I remember looking at it, but I don't remember how I got it. I know that every now and then they would pass around like big stacks of stickers and you could pick which ones that you wanted. So I think that's what this is. And then same thing with this too. And then I'm pretty sure that everything else in here might have actually come in this bag. There's this pin, but yeah, that has like the actual brand name on there. I've never heard of this brand, but like they seem really nice. We also got these little tiny little glitter clipboard things, which are super nice. Like this is like a really decent clipboard. So those were in there. Oh, I guess this is like a little bit more about their stuff. There was a lot of different kinds of writing materials in this bag. So this is kind of a fun way to like give out pens or markers. What is this? Oh, calligraphy pen. Oh, that's like calligraphy. Don't know if I'm gonna be able to use that well, but I'm gonna try. And then, oh, here's a little QR code in case you're interested. It's so shiny. I don't know if you'll be able to scan it from where you're from, but oh my gosh, these, okay, I need some kind of paper to test this on. Okay, this pad of paper did not come from the conference, but I need to show you. I didn't want to like go through and swatch stuff for this video because that would just make everything take forever. But these are crazy. So these are glitter brush pens. And like, look, okay. And it's like almost like a highlighter, but glittery. It's kind of not even, okay, it's not even showing up, but I promise in like real life, this is legitimately glittery. And then these clearly haven't opened, but dual tip markers won't bleed through paper. Ooh, that's good to know. Planners and journals, exactly why we were there. That's perfect. Okay, and then this is so cool. Like, good for them for not only giving us a ton of cool stuff, but also being super functional, because this is a nice like little box. And then there's like even more stuff in here. Is this like a highlighter? It looks like it's made out of some recycled materials. So this was in there at the bottom of the bag. This did not come originally in the bag though. They were handing these out. Okay, this got crazy. So they had a bunch of different colors and different sizes of these little like notebook things. And some of the people were getting like ruthless with trying to get certain colors or like the size that they wanted. And they were getting like very snippy with some of the volunteers, which I did not appreciate because the volunteers were doing the best that they could. And I mean, they were volunteering their time to help out with this event. I did not appreciate that. If you were a person at the DC Planner Journal Con and you were getting like very snippy with people about getting the right kind of journal, like that's not cool. I don't approve. This is another thing, like between the little plastic pen thingy, which they put stuff in, but they left plenty of room to put more stuff in there, and then this like giant tote bag, and it was super convenient to have with me and to like throw these extra little bits in. And then like these, there were just like little die cuts that were being passed around, and we could pick the ones that we wanted, so I can keep these in here. And then this came from somewhere. Fall in love with you. Aw. Charmed and poised. Custom hand lettering. Oh, okay, I'm gonna get the bag out of the way, but there's still like a whole other giant pile of stuff that I accumulated that like fell out of the bag in my like giant tub thing. Minerva, seriously? Well, you're just gonna have to look at her paws, because she is not going anywhere. But okay, so these were a couple of the things that they gave us to do stuff with. So these were some of the worksheets that we got. And then we got this like tea thing. And then this was a worksheet that we could cut out magazine stuff and do like a manifestation board, kind of. I guess that was probably something that was said. Make all non-existing ideas forever established through sight and time. This was the little make and take. There was like a table that was full of stickers and these little white bookmark cutout things and a bunch of these tassels in a bunch of colors. And so you could just decorate it with whatever stickers you wanted. And then I wrote like a little thing on this. Remember is a sticker, but I like wrote a little thing on it, which was very not centered, so that's kind of bothering me. This was a really cool idea, and the person who was hosting that table said that one of her inspirations was trying to give people fun and quick ways to use stickers, so I really appreciated that. Also got these Moxie Life things, so let me show you. I don't want to mess this up because I don't think I'm going to be keeping this, and I don't want to give it away and it be like gross to somebody else. But like, this feels really nice. I don't know what it's made out of, but it feels nice. But I'm not a Moxie Life user. When they first handed these things out, I was really confused on what it was. Clearly Minnie is also a little confused. This does have like a little bit of staining, it looks like. But I think it's like, or no, maybe it is like this. So you put the notebooks in here, and then there's some little pockets. Are they different colors? I don't know. And then, oh, and then another pocket here. Ooh, and a pen loop. So this is really nice. It's just not something that I would use with how I plan. And so because this is really nice, I would really love to see somebody who would actually use this be the person to have it. So I'm just gonna put this aside. Hopefully I can find somebody that will like really appreciate this and use it and love it. Here's some more stuff for like the workshops that we did. This is what we got from VJ with No Teak. It's just like a little journaling prompt page, and then I guess this is what it looks like not filled out. And this is the actual journaling that we did while we were there. So we got this sticker paper, and we were encouraged to do like these little dots and circles and stuff, and then write, today I'm grateful for, today's low moment, high moment, today the goal I achieved was room for improvement, positive energy. And this was the Queen Pea. These were examples of some trackers that she has, and like, you know, I love trackers. So she said that we could fill these out while we were there, but she's like, I mostly just want to show you what I'm talking about. We got these cute little coasters with her icon on there. And then look at this. I don't even know what these are, but they are so gosh darn cute. Look at them. Look at them. So these were like workshop stuff. Speaking of No Teak, she did give each of us one of these water bottles, which I think are relatively expensive. So I don't know. Like, remember, this is all stuff that I got for free. So it's this, it's the No Teak water bottle. I don't even know how to explain what this water bottle feels like, but it's very cool feeling. And then I guess you can just like take the lid on and off and use it like that kind of water bottle, or it comes with a straw, and then you use this lid, and it comes with a brush, which is incredible. That's not something that she had to include, but she did anyways, and it is very much appreciated. Here's some stuff that we got kind of like throughout the day. The volunteers would come around and just hand out little things, or there was like one big swag drop at the end of the day. So there was a ton of zebra stuff. So I got some of these mild liners, which are just highlighters, but not as fluorescent. And then some of these doodlers, which I think is just like a dual tip. So one side is a marker, and then one side is more of like a brush pen. I did get one of these click arts, which feels like a little clicky pen, but it's like a marker. So these pens were kind of being handed out throughout the day. Let me get some of this out of the way. We also got Bombas. I don't know why. I don't know why we got free socks, but we did, so that's really cool. And then we got some washi. So it looks like we got some Simply Gilded with very faint little bows on there, and then some Wonton and a Million washies. So we have this one that looks like Sleeping Baby maybe, and like a little teddy bear hood thing, and then a Harry Potter one, which is amazing. Oh my gosh. It's Buckbeak. Little Ron and Harry. That's so cute. Oh my gosh, a little Voldemort wonton. Oh my gosh. And the Honeybee shop was there selling stuff, but then we also got this little freebie. This looks like a washi cutter with little sticky notes attached to it. Okay, yeah, so these are like the page tabs that are like kind of see-through. So these are nice and sturdy, and they don't rip like paper ones do, but you do have to be kind of intentional with what writing utensils you use on them. Oh, and then there's more little things in there with some very like neutral vinyl stickers. And this is in there. I honestly don't remember if I got this at the event or the D-Stash. Actually, you know what? I think that was D-Stash. But this is nice to have. I usually like to use foil kits like this in my vertical layout memory keeping planners to mark any like special weeks like birthdays or holidays or something. This looks like a little checklist notepad thing. So we have home, health, wealth, and self, and career. So a little checklist for those. From Pretty Planner Co. And then Whimsy. Never heard of that. Is there something in here? I feel like I'm not supposed to rip this. Oh! There's little teeny tiny goodies inside though. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's a coupon code. Don't want to show that. I'm not giving that away for free. These are so cute. Oh my goodness. These are fun little sheets too, like with the scalloped edges. And then this journal looks like it was made by the same artist who had stuff in our little badge thingies. And what's this? Ooh, transparent page flags. There's so much stuff here. This might have just been like a swap or something. That's fun. Gotta love some candy. And then this, ooh, I don't know if I want to untape this. Ooh, looks like they have tons of stuff in there. Ooh, habit tracker. Ooh, oh, okay. Poi and Huns, they had a table at the event and a lot of people were talking about them and they're like, ooh, I keep hearing about them online. And I'm like, I don't know. I'm like not in the planner social circles because I have never heard of this brand before. So I don't know. Apparently they're really big and really trendy. I just don't know what I'm doing. Oh, these are sticky notes. Oh my gosh. This I am super excited about. Okay, so they're like sticky notes, but habit trackers. Are you kidding me? That just blows my mind. What a genius idea. I know that this is my favorite thing that I got at the event. I don't even know what else I got, but I know that's going to be my favorite. Oh my gosh. This is like a legitimate... Oh, this goes with this. Okay. Wow. They gave us like a whole entire planner. This is incredible. This looks like a really cool... It's like a planner, but also... I don't know. There's other stuff in here. This is beautiful. This is stunning. Wow. Okay, so I'm going to be sure, I'm going to try to like keep these together. I've been looking at this. What? Oh, Pip Sticks. Okay, I've had some of their stuff before. This packaging seems very on brand for them. Whoa. Wow, this is a lot. This is a lot for the eyeballs to process, but looks like there's a lot of these iridescent type stickers in there that's like peacock themed. What is this? Wow, this is like a whole little like info packet. Oh. Hello, Minerva. I've seen some of their stuff before, but I never knew too much about the shop, so I'll have to go through that at some point. Midlife Designs. Okay, so this looks like it has like an event-specific coupon code on it. I'm gonna try to cover that up. Here's some information. Oh, that's really cool that they like give you a sample of all of their fonts. Wow. Ooh, I was just running out of date dots too. That's nice. Ooh, okay, I was actually gonna buy some little like headphone type stickers, so I guess I don't have to do that now. That's nice. All right, don't know. Our page pack. Oh, okay. Worksheets. Oh, Cultivate What Matters. Is that the brand? I've heard of them. So these are like some of their different sheets. Ooh, what's that? Ooh, I was actually thinking about doing something like this to get my apartment organized because it's kind of a mess, but I'm gonna actually be moving soon, it turns out, so don't need to do that anymore. More stuff. Oh, this is Mr. and Mrs. Mint. I actually met them. They're from Puerto Rico, but they came to a workshop brunch that Chloetry Plans hosted in Chicago, and they have like these cute little characters. Whoa, I haven't seen these. Here's their information. Very nice. I think I'm technically a Leo. I always thought the symbol kind of looked like a Betty Spaghetti with like a little head and like a big ponytail, you know? Comment down below if you know what I'm talking about or if you think I'm just crazy. This is us. Ooh, there's some foil. Wow, this is like an entire little sticker book. I'm like blown away by how gracious and generous some of these shops are. But remember, I'm currently going through all of the stuff that we got for free at this event. This is like stuck on there. I don't know. Am I supposed to take this off? I don't know. That's really gorgeous though. Pinnacle Sticker Co. I really like that font. Ooh, these are those kind of see-through stickers. Ooh, some ink splotches. I love it. Okay, this is really exciting because I think I'm going to be using more journaling kit stickers like this for my big memory keeping happy planner. So I'm definitely going to have to keep these close by because I have a feeling I'm going to be using these soon. What are these? I truly cannot read what this shop is. So if anybody recognizes this logo, let me know. Linden Lay Inc. Maybe? Does that ring a bell to anybody? And then this is like an unrelated thing. It just was also in my little stash. Groove is in the heart from Shameless Stationery. This is fun. This is like a little die cut. So many cool new shops. Well, new to me. Ooh. We have like a little paper clip, a little die cut sticker. Here's their info. Okay, there is a promo code, so I'm going to try to cover that up. So this looks like some kind of bookmark, and then these are stickers, and there is a cat, and this kind of looks like Minnie, who is currently right there. We're still going, still getting through that free stuff. I'm trying really hard to make sure that I don't show like event-specific promo codes. Oh, Isis Ella Jules, she did one of the workshop. This is like a sample of what she has in her shop, and she's very big on like affirmations and journaling. And here's just some little info cards if y'all are interested. And this, I've had my eye on this, and I've been trying to figure out. First of all, the Sparkly Bauble, cutest name ever. Creating a sparkly world one bauble at a time. That's so cute. Minnie is checking it out though. Not for you, Minerva. This is for my planner. Ooh, this is just the kind of thing that her sister Winnie is super into though. I'm gonna have to keep that hidden because Winnie is going to go nuts for that. Speaking of sparkly, oh, this is another thing from Isis Ella Jules. Thou shall not try me. I think this is just like a little keychain. This box is really cool. That's hilarious. Not really something I would say. I'm significantly more passive aggressive than that, but that is really pretty. And I am obsessed with this box. Okay, the HR papery. I don't know. I think this is another one of those shops that people are getting really excited about. And I'm like, I've never heard of them before. Sorry. They sound really nice. Whoa, this is like quality stuff, man. Minerva? No. No! What is this? Whoa! Look how small that tip is. Holy cow. What size is this? 0.5? That looks smaller than a 0.5. This is their information. Keep growing. That's really pretty. I'm not a big enamel pin kind of gal, but I might actually keep this on a bag or something. I saw people walking around with these. I'm not 100% sure what this is. Maybe like a small change purse, but I'm obsessed with this color. It looks a little bit more tan on camera, but this is a really beautiful soft mauve kind of color, which is basically the color of most of my house or apartment, I guess, that I'm going to be forced to move out of soon because the rent is so dang high. I have this like random envelope of stuff. I'm guessing this was part of the swag that we received. I don't remember how or where I got it though, but there's like a ton of stuff in here. So it looks like these are from the halfunicorn.com. Is this their card? Oh, maybe this is an event that they put on. Oh, these are cute. They look like little tokens, but they're die cut stickers. Motivated, resilient, confident, fearless AF. Those are a nice size too. I like that. I got this. Bold. What else is in here? Here's another one of those. Here's another one of those. Survivor. Oh, cute. Creative mix. Be My Galentine. Okay, this does say the half unicorn on it, and then it also mentions Galentine. So I'm assuming that this annual planner party is something that is hosted by the half unicorn. I'm not perfect, but I'm amazing. I don't know if I connect with that one as much. Positivity. Whoop, that's a bad word. Just cover that up for the children. Brave, unapologetic, worthy. What is this? Planner friends forever. Aww. Wow, that is like a ton of stickers. Holy cow. If any of you have gone to this Galentine's with a plan thing, let me know. I'm really curious what that is. So I want to show you what we got at our table. Please let me have this, Minerva. Thank you. Every table had kind of their own set of goodies that they got from different table sponsors. So our table sponsor was this Seeking Him planners shop, and I had never heard of them before, but it was actually a really beautiful table. They are a Christian-based stationery company creating God-inspired, undated monthly planners, notebooks, notepads, and so much more. How did I end up with two of these? Did I steal somebody's? I don't think we got anything that was specific to their shop, but it was all kind of on theme for them. So we got this magnetic notepad. I had a bedroom with like this kind of theme at one point, and a cute little pen in my favorite color. I don't know if everybody got this color, but if they didn't, I'm glad that I got the pink one. Oh, and it matches the notepad. Okay. That makes sense. Ooh, hand and nail gloves. I have never been a very extensive like beauty routine kind of girly, but maybe I will be after all this free stuff. Oh, and this is fun. Just a fun little cup. Ooh, it's color changing. Okay, that just changed my mind on this whole cup. I went from being like, oh, that's a nice little cup. Not my thing, but it's free, so I can't complain. But if it's color changing, now I'm obsessed. There's something else in here. Oh my gosh. Fruit snacks. Friends, I love fruit snacks. Okay, so that was what we got at our tables. Okay, so that's a lot of stuff. And while I cannot express how incredibly grateful I am to have all of this stuff, I'm definitely not going to use all of it. But getting a ton of free stuff like this is kind of part of like the planner event culture, I feel like, which is just like encouraging everybody's bad habits of like hoarding really cute planner and craft supplies that we don't need. Because if you're a creative person, you know, you have tons of craft stuff that you thought was awesome, you had all these great ideas for, and then you never used it. And then for us planner people, we go to these events and get even more stuff and we're like, oh, I want it all. But then it's like, I'm not going to use all of it. So then it's kind of become part of like the planner community culture to have Destash, which is basically where people just take their stuff that is legitimately good stuff, but it's like, I can't keep this anymore. And so there's usually like a designated Destash room or a Destash table or something where people just leave their stuff and then you can browse, pick up stuff that you want, drop stuff that you don't want anymore. And at DC Planner Journal Con, there was some cute stuff that I was able to get at various Destash situations. This is my Destash stuff that I picked up. So these are things that I got at the event, but it wasn't provided by the event necessarily, but it was something that I was able to get because of the nature of the event, if that makes sense. I don't know. So this, I actually don't know if this was Destash, but I don't remember where I got this, so I'm just assuming that's what it was. I do like these little clear plastic pocket things. So there's like adhesive on the back. You could just like stick it on the inside of a planner cover or something. I don't know if I'm going to use these, but it's cats, so I had to pick it up. Same thing with these. Am I going to use these? I don't know, but it's cats, so I needed it. And they're so cute. And then these are just really cool sticky notes. And if you know me, you know that I can never get enough sticky notes, so that's exciting. I got these cool stickers. I'm thinking I'm probably going to use these in my big memory keeping planner, so keep an eye out for these. You might be seeing these in a video soon. Ooh, and then I got a couple of new washi cutters. Do I need to? No, but I saw this and I thought this was really cool, so I wanted to pick it up. But then I saw this. This is kind of thick for my preference for washi cutters, but I couldn't not pick this up. It's so fun. It's like a little cassette tape, and then like the little part that you write the name on it, it says the washi cutter remix, which is so cute. It looks like it's from Simply Mekish, Mekish, Mekish. And then I got a new Happy Planner cover, and I think this was the cover on some kind of notebook or something. I don't know. I know I've seen this cover before and I've wanted it, but I didn't want to have to get the whole planner or notebook for it. So when I saw that this was just laying there for the taking, I got really excited. So these are my Destash goodies. So that's it for the free goodies from the event, but I did end up buying some stuff from the vendors there. Not a lot, but definitely more than I was intending. Oops. So I did buy from the Honey Bee shop, which we already saw. I got some freebies from. So this should look familiar. That's her information. But she had like the cutest little table. So I got like a gazillion stickers. I don't even really use die cut stickers, but like if you know me, you'll know that I like could not pass these up. There's this one that says too many tabs. First of all, obviously, yes, very much true. But then it's like pink and purple and it has like a little sparkly moon and stars on it. This sticker is literally made for me. But then also there's this one that just says homebody on it, literally made for me. Also this one that says lover of canceled plans, and it's hilariously just like all gray, but it's like also sparkly, literally made for me. Introverted but willing to talk about stationery, 100% yes. And then I loved this so much that there's also a pin. I couldn't not get it, so there's that. And then also this pen. I don't know if it's a good pen or not. It's not usually my style of pen. It seems like it has a good weight on it, so it's probably good. I don't know. I just think it's a really cool looking pen. It looks like it has tattoos and it's pink. So yes, these are my little Honey Bee Shop purchases. And then this is from that matcha parfait table. I was like staring right at them where I was sitting during the event. This is their shop. Again, the die cuts, they get me every time and I don't even use them, but I thought these were super fun. So there's like this coffin and it says I'd rather be sleeping, but it's like a coffin, so like it's like eternal sleep almost, but like rather be sleeping, yes, obviously, me too. And these are like the little Studio Ghibli soot sprites that show up in like every other movie. I don't know, I'm not like a huge anime person, and I know you super anime fans are probably like, Studio Ghibli is not actually anime, but these little guys I think are just like the cutest thing, and so I couldn't pass them up. I love them so much. And then I got these really cool earrings that are like dangly little rain clouds. I really want to get more into these like handcrafted dangly earrings. Ironically, I'm not like a huge fan of rain just because it makes my allergies really bad. We are almost done, but I figure might as well show you some of the stuff that I got that was non-planner related, but I still got while I was there. So like I mentioned before, we went to a gift shop at the hotel at the Marriott. And so I did pick up these postcards for Washington, D.C. because I didn't actually go to the monuments this time, so I didn't have any pictures like of D.C. to commemorate this trip. But I did visit these places last time I was in D.C. This was technically my second time in D.C., so I don't feel like I'm cheating by getting these, right, Minerva? And I also got this sweatshirt. This is like so soft, and I really like how wide the neck is of this, but it's just like a little crew neck sweatshirt. I thought it was cool, which probably means that it's not, but at the very least, this seems very, very comfy. So I got these at the actual hotel. And then at the hotel on that first night, they did have that little like vendor fair show thing. So here's a little card with their information on it. Earrings that show like the phases of the moon, which I thought were really pretty. Again, my attempt to get like cool dangly earrings. I thought this was a really funny sticker. I'm not very good at like formulas on spreadsheets or anything, but I'm a big fan of using tables to store data. If you haven't picked up on that already, and right before I left, my coworker and I had like a huge conversation about how much we love spreadsheets. And then they had a bunch of cat themed stickers. I don't know why, but I'm definitely not complaining. Overall, the shop had not just a heavy science theme, but specifically space and chemistry related. So some of these are just little cats in space and science type situations, but like Cat Ion, that's hilarious. Mew, but it's like cats, like meow, but it's Mew. Oh my gosh, hilarious. So like cats, science, puns, you have my heart. So even though I wasn't expecting to spend money on that first night, I think it was well worth it because those are incredible. Also, we did go to a shop called Jenni Bick while we were there. Now, Jenni Bick itself is like a custom journal shop, but the storefront itself had a lot of other types of stationery. I wasn't really feeling the custom journal type thing, but I did find stuff that I really want. First of all, it's a cat sticker. It's talking about staying indoors. It's pink and periwinkle. Had to get it. Then a glitter highlighter. I've seen these. I was really excited when I saw that we could buy them there. This is actually Zebra brand, even though it doesn't look like Zebra branding, but it is. This is a Zebra sparkly highlighter, although it is pretty similar to the glitter brush pens that we ended up getting at the DC Planner Journal Con. So if I knew that we were getting the glitter brush pens, I might not have spent money on this, but oh well. It's not like I'm not going to use this. And then if you watched my pen organization video, you'll know that I love gray ink pens and I love jelly rolls. So a range of gray ink jelly rolls calling my name. If you haven't watched my pens video, definitely go check that out. I'm going to link it down in the description box below. And then these, oh my gosh, okay, there was a bunch of these and it took me a really long time to narrow it down just to these two, but these are from Tiny Hooray and they are technically Toot, T-O-O-T brand pens. I don't know. My friend Elizabeth said that this type of pen is really great, but the Tiny Hooray is who sold these and made these like super fun. These are basically little like pen gift sets, but I gifted them to myself. Although I showed them to my mom and she ended up loving these so much that I actually bought them for her too. So in the end, they were kind of gifts, but okay. So like these ones are pens for grammar police. They say, silently correcting your grammar police, and I heart the Oxford comma. Now, I'm not a huge fan of these colors at all. and I wouldn't have bought them, except I am very passionate about using the Oxford comma, and I was just so excited to see a pen to like represent that. So I bought this whole thing just for this pen right here. Comment down below if you also have strong opinions on Oxford commas, one way or the other. And then the description on the back says 3 fun jotter pens, perfect for anyone who knows the difference between the spelling of your, regularly proofreads for their loved ones, or quietly shudders upon spying mistakes on signs / menus / colleagues, work dots, etc. All of these, very much me, and I'm such a hypocrite because honestly my grammar is really not that great, but when I do spot a grammar mistake, it drives me nuts. And then we have this one for stationery lovers. These say notebook hoarder, my favorite pen, and I heart stationery. I love these. I kind of wish that notebook hoarder was on a different color. I'm not like the biggest blue person, but I am obsessed with the colors of these 2 pens. And I love that this one is pink and it says my favorite pen on it. Like, I have zero doubt that this is going to become my favorite pen just because it's pink and now it says my favorite pen on it. So this little thing is for stationery lovers, and the thing on the back says 3 fun jotter pens, perfect for anyone who gets excited about new desk supplies, color codes their planner. Check out my planner color coding video. Stockpiles journals, loves a to-do list, hoards washi, or keeps a stash of just in case greeting cards on hand. So this Tiny Hooray company has the audacity to personally call me out on the back of this set of pens. So I was like, well, if you're going to go through that trouble, I might as well just buy it. So this was my little purchase at the Jenni Bick store. I didn't buy Jenni Bick stuff at the Jenni Bick store, but I am super excited about all this stuff. Whew, so much stuff. So to wrap things up in a nice little bow, DC Planner Journal Con. I went this year. It was great. I got a lot of cool stuff. Some of it was given to me. Some of it I gave to myself. It saved me a lot of money instead of going to go wild. There were some hiccups along the way, but what event doesn't have hiccups? I'm sure things are going to run more and more smoothly every year that it happens, because it sounds like this is going to be an annual thing. And eventually I want to do some memory keeping in my planner for this event so that I can save and organize these memories on paper and keep them with me forever. And I'm going to try to get a video out about that in the near-ish future, hopefully, probably, maybe. If you know me though, I'm terrible with deadlines on this channel. So if you're interested in seeing how I do memory keeping for this event, make sure that you're subscribed to my channel and that you have the notifications turned on so that you're notified when I do upload, because who knows when that's going to be. I can't tell you, but the notifications from YouTube will. But until then, I just want to say thank you so much for watching, and I hope I can plan on seeing you in my next video. Bye! Why are you sitting like that? Minerva, you're so strange. I love you.